so empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
So just got done with a workout. It's late. It's like midnight. It's actually, yeah, it's like 12:03 after midnight. Had a pretty good workout. And I talked a lot about these workouts and the cardio sessions and things. It just kind of clears my mind and gets me really clear and just kind of aligns all the miscellaneous thoughts that I have in the day. I was going to take you guys through like kind of a daily thing, like all kind of day in the life this weekend, and I just kind of got overwhelmed, and I couldn't really film anything because there's so much to do, and pretty much crashed from exhaustion. I stayed up all night doing a bunch of things that was necessary that we needed to do to make moves to be successful, and kind of got me really thinking, because this is in these times the kind of the stress comes on, and it got me thinking about this quote that I hear a lot in a lot of the motivational videos. It was in a movie, and it's really powerful quote, and I think it's kind of worth talking about in this video instead of kind of doing what I was going to do in this video, because I think it might touch some people. And if you watched on the Urban Ghost channel, Joe just did a video and he was talking a lot about the stress, the things that we go through and the pains that we go through, the fact that we wake up every day and we can't see our children. And that pains that we carry every day because of that. And this channel has done a lot for us to kind of move us forward, to get us ahead. But as it grows, you know, just kind of as an entrepreneur and running your own businesses or several businesses, you start to realize how much work it actually is, how much more work it is to do something for yourself, which is not really a problem. It's kind of par for the course. It's kind of part of the whole thing, you know, and through that struggle we grow, you know, so I'm not complaining necessarily, but I got to really thinking about what that was and kind of how it bogged us down and affected us, and how we kind of got overwhelmed, and what that really meant. And this quote kind of come up. I started really thinking about it. The first sentence, and I'll kind of go over the whole thing, and I'm sure you guys have probably heard this before. If not, well, you're going to hear it now. It's something super powerful. And it sort of kind of touches on a lot of what we try to put out there. And I talked a little bit about this in my 30-minute challenge that I did at the that Octagon House. You know, how we're growing to a point where the channel and what we do and what we put out there, our content, how we interact with you guys, is now much bigger than even us. We started doing this with the intent to put out a good message, a positive message, but also to show our kids that we could do something, that you could do anything that you want to do. And it was also going to pave the way to get back to our children and reconnect and get back what essentially we lost. But now it's more than that. It's much, much more than that. And it's a lot of responsibility, and that responsibility is heavy. And I think that's a lot of people out there with any kind of celebrity status or fame or infamy, whatever you want to call it, take that for granted, and they don't think about what they actually put out, and they don't care necessarily, so it doesn't matter to them. But for us, we do care, and we do have a responsibility to make a difference, to use this little bit of clout that we have now to change people, to affect people, to help people get to where they want to be in their lives. We have that responsibility, that calling, and we have now the ability to do it, and we should. If we gave that up and just did whatever we want and didn't care, I'm sure we'd probably still be ultimately successful, but it wouldn't be the same. And I think that's because we care, essentially can be somewhat of a burden, but it's necessary. But anyway, the beginning of the quote: our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And that's a powerful statement, right? Because that means that all of us are kind of scared of failing at things like that. That's obvious. That's natural. We understand that. I think as a whole, I mean, that's something we all experience. But when you start to be successful at anything, you start to realize you have that added responsibility to continue to be successful and grow and get better and move forward. And these doubts and these feelings start to creep in. Then maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you don't deserve it. Maybe you can't handle it. And that's can be terrifying. And I think about that all the time because I'm going through this thing trying to get my son back. And those doubts start to creep in. The closer I get to being able to get him back, those doubts start to creep in. The closer I get to succeeding at these great goals of mine, these huge goals, the more fear kind of starts to creep in, more doubt. And it becomes tough to move forward. And I think a lot of people in general experience that. You may not realize that that's what it is, but it becomes overwhelming. It becomes huge, right? You start to lose yourself. You start to lose control. You feel out of control. You feel like there's just too many things going on and you don't know if you can handle it, when the truth is you can. It's all in your head. But you have to recenter yourself. You have to recenter yourself, and you have to keep your faith. And for me as a Christian, a lot of that I know to put on God. Not that I want God to do it for me, and not that He will. But my faith takes that burden off of me. And then I have other things like my friends. I have Joe. I have the gym. Things to really get that weight off of me so that now I can focus, recenter, and start moving forward again. And when you're faced with that, you do have a choice. You do have a choice. And a lot of us, out of fear, choose to kind of cower away. Run from the situation. We even destroy what is successful in our lives, whether it be our family, marriage, friendships, careers. We systemically destroy everything around us, and it all falls apart, which then just makes us believe in that lie that we are telling ourselves, that we're not good enough. And you have to battle past that. So you either choose to run away and that self-defeating prophecy come true, or you choose to keep your faith and understand that you're doing this for a reason, and that reason is bigger than you, and you deserve this. And that's a hard choice. That's a hard choice to make. It doesn't seem that way saying it like that, but it's a really hard choice to make because it's scary. Sometimes it requires a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, loss of sleep, a lot of prayer. And it's tough. I think a lot of you guys are going through that. Same as me. But I'm going to finish this quote because I think it's so important, because it gets deeper into it. And hopefully helps you to understand that you cannot shy away. You cannot close yourself off. You cannot hide because you'd be doing the world a disservice. You'd be doing yourself a disservice, but you'd be definitely doing a world and the people around you a disservice by taking your light and turning it away. And it goes like this. So, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? But actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I'll just take a second to kind of absorb that in and think about what that means and what that means to you. What that means to me is that following your dreams, achieving your goals, moving forward with your head high, being who you are, and letting your light shine in this world will give others around you the ability to do the same. That means you have an unconscious responsibility to lead by example and shine in this world so that everyone else around you has the opportunity to do the same. So you need to decide right now to be yourself, to be who you are, and lift up everyone else around you. And if we all just did that a little bit, the world around us would be a much better place. So instead of exhausting all your efforts to tear other people down, to spread doubts, to spread fears, to spread your negative emotions, your negativity, your poor feelings, you put that aside and you put out that positivity and you let other people do the same by doing that. Darkness begets darkness, light begets light. It's that simple. It's that simple. So what Joe and I do with this channel is we go out, we have fun, we laugh, we joke, we spread good vibes, we give content for you guys to consume, for you guys to enjoy. Just and just show you guys that you can achieve something. You can achieve what you want in life. You could be who you want to be. It will be hard sometimes. And people will tell you you can't do it. People will tell you that it's not worth it, that you will fail. But that's their own fears, their own inadequacies coming out that they're attempting to place on you. And it's your responsibility to go against that and let your light shine. And by doing that, you will expose that negativity, and either they will move away from you or they will change. And that's very powerful. So powerful. Anyway, it's kind of something on my mind. Obviously, it's my opinion. You can take what you want from that. But hopefully, it'll touch some of you guys. I posted a question on Twitter not long ago. A question that I want everybody to think about, and I think about this regularly. If you stopped wasting time, you wasted no time. You did everything in your life every single day that you've been avoiding, and you got things done. Where would you be? In general, who would you be if for 1 second you were who you were? I want you to take time. And I want you to think long and hard about that. What are your limits? What is the upper limit of who you are? Take some time. It's a thought exercise for you guys. And like I said, I think about it all the time. If I didn't waste any time, I didn't avoid anything, I took every opportunity, in the lifetime of that opportunity, where would I be? If I was 100% me, who would I be? Anyway, that's just something on my mind. Comment below, let me know some of your ideas. I'm curious. But hopefully, that'll touch some people. Obviously, something I'm passionate about. I got a little intense, I think. But I think it's worth saying. I got a ton more ideas, and I kind of want to start a series on this channel and continue that, kind of an open discussion about a lot of different ideas that I have, and see kind of where it goes. Sort of like a podcast type deal without the podcast, I suppose. And we'll kind of see how it goes. Open forum interaction with you guys. I think that'll be fun, exciting, and I'm interested to hear from you guys about what you think about a lot of this stuff. Anyways, I hope you like this video. It's probably not going to be super long. But this is a start, I think, of this particular channel moving forward and moving ahead, and I'm excited to see where all this really goes. And I'm excited to take you guys with us and see if maybe we can grow together, become better people together, become successful together, and find happiness together. Anyway, truth is, I love you guys. Joe loves you guys. I'm always posting, big thank yous, because without you, the fans, the supporters, there would be no us. There would be no content forum like YouTube. We would just be us. And you guys are giving us an opportunity to achieve our dreams. And hopefully in return, we can help you guys achieve yours. But again, I love you guys. God bless. Good night.